in front of this many people. Look at the dude, it's like crazy up there. Pennywise in the bleachers just watching the Mosasaur show. Pennywise likes dinosaurs too. Yo, what's going on everybody? Riot's here playing ARK Survival Evolved, just finishing up the rough draft of the Mosasaurus Stadium. Now this has been quite the ridiculous structure right here. Definitely stepping it up since season 1, that's for sure. That's the goal, is to make season 2 way crazier than season 1. But yeah, if I seem a little out of it today, it's because I legit am. I've been building this for like most of the last 2 days, so it's been pretty crazy. Big shout out to my buddy Donald, by the way, the guy hosting the server. He was helping me out a bunch last night too. Alright, so we're gonna be stepping into here, but before we go in, I just want to highlight that fact there, is I had to have this video out today. I thought we'd be finished. It's way more of just a structure than I pictured it being. Plus, we're gonna get like 3 more people who are really good at building some fancy stuff on here, and there's gonna be about our team of 5, like finishing up the touching details after this video, as well as the next structure. Because the next structure has to be pretty crazy, because a creature's about to be introduced. See, I can't speak at all, I'm exhausted. That is arguably the craziest creature in like the Jurassic World fandom world. So definitely gonna, plus it's just be cooler to have like a few more people's opinions and like expertise on building stuff. It's gonna be fantastic. Alright, so here is the Mosasaurus Stadium, or the back of it. As you can see, I didn't even get a chance to finish the whatever the hell you'd call those things that stretch over the back of it, because like this is literally just the rough draft structure of like how I was trying to highlight how I was gonna get that shape coming out of it. It's really complicated thing, but it's coming together. The trees are also uneven as well. Same with like these wooden things in between. I'm not sure if those are gonna stay, but we needed to have some giant wooden arches type things in between the stands anyways. So yeah, a lot of this might be changed, but the general shape of it shall remain. Alright, so like I was saying in the last episode, the goal of this series now, since we're creating Jurassic World with bits of Jurassic Park in it, is to eventually, I guess he could just have the server so it fits like 50 people onto it. So I'm gonna bring about, I don't know, I'm basically just gonna do that raffle idea I said, where like 5 tickets for a raffle, everyone can buy a $5 tickets, and then you get like randomly picked to come visit Jurassic World as a legit guest on the island, and then all money from proceeds raised will go to some dog charity or something like that. Seems like an awesome way to divvy it up. So since that's the end game here, is creating our own Jurassic World and then bringing you guys onto it, Donald went ahead and created this awesome structure. See, there's gonna be some, I'm not sure if it'll be a monorail sky path or a dune buggy path. Either way, there's gonna be some way for guests to go from attraction to attraction. There's going to be a huge way for them. See, right over there beyond that mountain is where our last little building was, but that building needs to be upgraded like crazy, because now obviously the standards of each individual structure is much crazier. Sorry, I deserve to talk a little at the beginning of this video. We put our heart and soul into this. Only about 2 days worth of heart and soul, but I don't know, it's been really hot out. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas for stuff to add on to this, if you see anything during the video, you'd be like, oh, you know what would be cool there, go ahead and comment it. I love reading through the comments and getting ideas from you guys. I got a good amount of ideas from the last video for something involving a T-Rex in the future. And then just go ahead and leave a like if you guys want more Jurassic World videos. Okay, so customers come up to the door, right? Civilians staying on, what island would this be? We'll just call this like the 4th or 5th island that was never mentioned because they're non-existent in the canon world. So guests come in through here and they basically wait in line as you would any sort of ride jump. Say wait, keep waiting in line. Line stretches around here till you get here where you were you'll buy a ticket to get in. Basically, I'm thinking we'll just give everyone like a bunch of currency, probably unlimited currency with those currency mods, you know, so you actually get currency in the server, and like we'll give everyone enough money to do everything and they'll have money left over. It's not gonna be like that. It just seems more fun because we're trying to get an actual Jurassic World thing going. Or perhaps they just show their wristband. Either way, there's going to be an employee there, and then when they are quite finished, they could go through there. And then when everyone exits, like after doing their whole, after, you know, seeing the Mosasaur show and everything, they'll be on this side. They go out here, back from whence they came, out through here, and then back to the entrance. It's actually freaking beautiful how this is going down right here. It's gonna be just like in the movie, not identical to in the movie, but our own ARK Jurassic World version of what's in the movie. And then right here, I don't think you put the keypad yet. No, you didn't. This is where the employee shall go. It's very fancy what's going on here. I haven't even seen what's going on up here. I think he was just expanding this to, yeah, a second room up here. And electricity. God, dude, Donald's an awesome. I'm so happy to have him helping me out here, as well as hosting the server. So much of what goes on this channel would not happen without him. So yeah, this is where customers go through. Now this part isn't actually completed yet. This is because this actually took a while and he had to go because he had to make it to the doctors or something like that. But eventually it's going to go. This will, I think, a spiral. See that wooden bit in between, that's why it needs to change. I mean, I was planning on just covering it with trees anyways, but it wouldn't be as movie exact as it could. That was just the filler I had to put in there now so we could just see those giant brown structures in between the stands. So yeah, eventually this will spiral up, I'm assuming, then it's gonna have back entrances through the top of the stands connecting to each bits. And that's how people will enter the stadium and exit the stadium. It's going to be perfect. Alright, now let's go actually visit the damn stadium. Barnabas Taxi over here. See, here's our little building. There's the pathway. And into the Mosasaurus Stadium. Which, by the way, seats over 2,000 people. Like, literally 2,000 freaking players can fit in this world. There's obviously a few differences here than is in the actual Mosasaurus Stadium. I'd say the main one being the Jurassic Park fence down there. It's a bit in the way and everything, but we didn't want to just give the Mosasaur a giant open area. This will be where you bring the Mosa in once it's time to do the Mosa show, you know what I'm saying? So you want it to have a nice finite little amount of space. And there are barriers there, I'll show you, but they're invisible now to maintain the Jurassic Park effect. Look at that little it balloon right there. I just had to put the it balloon down, it was just too perfect. I would say for now the main changes that need to be done, well obviously like the whole finishing touch with the whole customer aspect and then coming into the stadium and everything, but these things that extend over were one of the main aspects I feel like of the Mosasaur Stadium. It's like 1/3 of it. So that obviously needs to be, that's just why that's gonna take a whole day or two just on its own. That's why I figured I'd do that next video. I believe this is cool, just the red balloon, it's perfect. As well as here, these are supposed to be more of a pillar, like a downward pillar type thing. I'm not sure, but it could be done now that I'm thinking about ways right now that I could have done it if I had like a good 3 or 4 more hours all around. But that'll just all be done after. We still haven't perfected that area over there yet either, but that's a grand little area for so much stuff. And then we could have a monorail system connecting it all because it's all going to be in the vicinity. I think our next attraction might be over that mountain because it's a crazy land-based creature. But yeah, and then I think every like 10 episodes or so I'll just do one going around to each attraction showing all the ways they've been perfected. Look at this though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can't count when I'm walking on them, which my mind goes crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Alright, I find that there's about 22 to 16 benches per row. So let's say, oh yeah, let's just call it 19 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, now I'm realizing that I must have, because I really haven't slept for like 2 days and my math is completely different than it was at like 6 in the morning when I originally calculated how many people could fit in here. So that's a little embarrassing. I mean, whatever, dude. I can't even like go downstairs and get a glass of water when I've been up for over 24 hours. I'm just basically mentally incapacitated. All right, so 19 seats on average per row, 13 rows. That's 247. I just wrote down next to me, so there's no way I was gonna figure that out right now. 247 seats per little bit, and then 5 bits. So it puts us well over 1,000 seats, which I think is just about plenty. Seeing as how the maximum this server could fit on it is 50 people, I feel like this is enough space and capacity width for everyone to be able to do everything, you know what I mean? Like, I guess on the downside, you did have a lot of teenagers doing weird stuff all in the bleachers. So here's what we have so far. There's Donald right down there sleeping. The electric fences were such a godsend to be able to have these bad boys in here because it's pretty much exactly what's out, like the inline, you'd say. Is that the inner outline and inline of the Mosasaur cage? Is just this, and we also have a sun that's powering a few of them. We turned the sun off because it's been known to crash servers, so we were saving it for when it was needed. Probably would have been like right about now, which is when I've totally forgot. But some of them stay on. What else needs to be finished is the backs need to be covered. We covered this back, but it was just such strenuous intensity that the rest is still pretty bulbous and open. The only thing is I can't really decide what I like more. Can you guys help me out with that? I feel like the pillars and everything kind of look cool, but also it looks kind of not Jurassic Worldish, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't look like no expense was spared. Whereas this looks much more pristine. Oh, yep, nope, now I'm siding with that once again. These little middle bits is definitely what need to be changed. I'm just so happy Eco has graced the world with the ability to place palm trees just about anywhere you wish. It's probably one of the best things we could have going in our life right now. Dude, I love this place. It's so spectacularly huge. It's just ridiculous. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and park you in here. Oh, this just gave me some crazy pictures. By the way, I've been thinking up the aviary. As you guys can tell by this, anyone who was around for season 1, it was like the raptor paddock, indom cage, that kind of stuff. Nothing quite that insanely huge. That's why we're like, season 2, man. Season 2, we gotta step this shit up like crazy. Look at this. Imagine doing tricks in front of this many people. Look at the, dude, it's like crazy up there. Pennywise in the bleachers, just watching the Mosasaur show. Pennywise likes dinosaurs too. Alright, so this, another thing we didn't necessarily think out. Gotta put the Jurassic Park fence down very last minute because figured it looked cool. You guys gotta admit, it sticks out of the water quite spectacularly. I knew everyone's going to complain and say that the Mosasaur cage is too small and it shouldn't be in stuff, but this is just the trick cage, alright? And I know sea creatures tend to get pent up and go batshit crazy when they're in such a small space. But we kind of want the Mosa to be more aggro and crazy. By the way, I was talking to somebody because I don't see why it wouldn't be possible to get some sort of feeding trough in here. Oh God, my Kaspersky's been interrupting so many recordings lately because I've been getting so many like shady ass viruses. Just there's so many mod packs just aren't trustworthy. Again, it gets me. But a feeding trough disguised as just a kind of like just a crane, maybe like a 20-foot crane, doesn't need to be any bigger. Oh, ball sacks! There's a lot of sea creatures. Okay, good. Everyone just stick to him. Feed off his genitals. See how it fits perfectly outside of the water? Because I was actually thinking, I am going to do it. I don't know why I keep saying I'm thinking. I meant to do it. Ecos, can you close, you bastard? Are you not meant to close from the very top? There we go, it is. It's just not meant to close from the very top. Oh, I wish we could play the music, but we just can't. But, hang on, I think I'm interrupting thoughts. I think I'm crossing over. The feeding trough idea was just like a 20-foot tall crane with a shark, like a because there's already, like, additional creatures has a great white shark in it. We could just freeze that make great white shark and put it dangling from a crane, like you could just keep it near the Mosa cage, and it just basically works as a feeding trough, but it's designed as a Mosa feeder. But then I was also going on to talk about how Eco's new camping mod, semi-new, has canoes in it. Like, you could actually, I'm so happy you just came into our cage, you dumb little bastard. But, dude, Pennywise in the bleachers is freaking me out. That is scary. I was planning on getting like 100 balloons in here so everyone, but then I was thinking we'll just sell balloons at the front desk for when people come in. I feel like that makes the most sense. But yes, anyone remember in Jurassic World when they're all riding canoes through that giant valley with just herbivores feeding everywhere? That is what I was thinking would be perfect there. And some subscriber commented something in the last video that was crazy genius. Hey, look at this real quick. See, it's glass walls that cover it, but glass walls that have been made invisible. There is no bypassing this invisible wall. It's literally perfect for a Mosa cage. This whole contraption is, I'm just freaking in love with it. Crap, what was I saying? Oh yeah, someone commented in the last Jurassic World video, and this is what I'm saying, comment your ideas. They commented, oh God, Jesus, I don't even have anything to burp up. I think this might be throwing up, not burping up, but that we should get the additional dinos mod in here. And, I mean, not additional dinos, that's already in here. The Playas dino mod in here, and, like, out of, like, the 50 people that come in, only, like, 30 of them will be guests. The other people who win those I think I'll just have 2 different raffles. Each will just be $5 though, because it's like, don't charge more than $5 for anything. And again, none of the money will be, 100% of the proceeds from the raffle tickets will be going to charity. Ever since I did that Hurricane Harvey charity stream, it's charity gets addicting. But we're thinking about 20 of you guys are gonna be role-playing as dinosaurs in the actual cages. Plus we could do actually like, I don't know, like kiddie rides, little kids or people riding on, guess there aren't kids, man-children. We'll be riding on, damn it, what am I, God, I'm so tired, I can't think. Oh, like trikes and stuff like that. Peaceful herbivores for the most part. Tame, docile creatures. And it would just be 1,000 times better if the dinosaurs were actually people playing as the creatures. So you guys would all have a chance to be entered in that. It'd be awesome. And I just now got the idea, because I know the invisible glass extends over, because I'm really thinking about aviary methods. I think I just discovered the best aviary tactic right here. We'll just have it extend up to the peak of the world. No, I want it to be somewhat visible. Because the aviary looks like a giant chain link cage, you know what I'm saying? Like it's box, but with just empty glass in between, or just emptiness in between that they can't fit through. That's what I'm thinking, because just pure invisible wouldn't quite work. It would be, you wouldn't be able to see the aviary. It would look like we're just in some invisible Hunger Games shit at that point. So look how epic and huge this thing is. I'm so proud of Season 2, if you guys haven't noticed. This is like the epitome of this channel so far. Unfortunately, for those of you wondering, I just realized, I was like, hang on a second, the Mosa can't really do anything, can it? It's kind of frozen up. I mean, not frozen up, it's just very limited space in here. Very limited. I shouldn't have chosen such shallow water. I see that now. I understand the error of my ways, and I feel for me. I really do. Perhaps we shot. Oh no! I was gonna say perhaps we'll do something like this with the lead sea. So it's like we have a whale cage, but then I was thinking some sort of whale tours thing would be way crazier. Get some insane boat mod in here, make some giant cruise ship type vessel that could fit at least 100, 200 people, and then we just go Jurassic whale watching. You just eat your only friend in here? Sorry about that, buddy. I mean, the Mosa can't jump out and attack great white sharks right now anyways. It's just not the cards we've been dealt. He's more just supposed to be free swimming in here. Alright, buddy, go ahead. Let's witness the greatness. See, this is exactly why we need that giant thing over everything. What if it starts... Actually, everyone gets wet on the Mosasaur attraction. I mean, the dude just straight up splashes the entire place. Look how long it takes us just to fly across this whole place, though. I mean, every seat, you could legit be attacked by creatures. We're not even at the end of it yet. This is my favorite seat up here. This is the best seat in the house. So I think I might just kind of reserve this for myself, or... Ooh, or should we have a VIP booth? No, a VIP booth isn't very in Mosasaur cage taste, you know what I'm saying? Even like the kids that were like nephews of the chick that runs the place just sat with everyone else. It was just... See, this is just depressing. I'm just the guy in my underwear sitting alone in a stadium with no other people and in my own little red balloon. I mean, this is the only time the Mosa cage gets depressing. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the attraction. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get started on the next one in a few hours, funny enough. I'll go back and do details with this one when everyone's online. That's the best way to do it, so... Because my mind's tired, so I'm not thinking of like amazing ideas, even remotely as well as I should be. I'm more just making mistakes, if anything, right now. But yeah, if you guys had a good time watching and want to see more of the series, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace!
It's time to get swifty in here.